Hey there everyone, Dr. Beth Westy here, and I wanted to pop on and talk about how you can target belly fat specifically. This is a particularly troublesome area for women. A lot of it is because the female body is designed to store fat. So one of the favorite places for the female body to store fat is right around the midsection, of course. So for those of you that have struggled with this area, you know what I'm talking about. And having kids, stress, all of these things can actually increase this problem. You can feel like, oh my gosh, like I feel like my legs are so strong, or like my arms are getting toned, but why the crap can I not get rid of this tire around my belly? What? Oh my gosh. So a couple of things I want to talk about. Now I put a lot of information down here behind me, but I do want to cover a few things specifically, some things that you can like look at starting a lot sooner than later. If you have questions on any of this stuff, don't hesitate to reach out. I get messages, emails from women all over the world, literally, with questions on this stuff. So you're not alone if you feel like, I don't know this, or oh, why is this such a struggle for me? It's not you, right? Women are constantly trying to find the right path to follow. And traditionally, if you're following a program or something that's kind of designed by a guy, you're following a male model of how to really eat or follow any type of nutrition guide. And the female body works very differently. We have a different body each week of the month. That means that throughout the month, you essentially have 4 different bodies. Yeah, that are focused on different things. Different energy, different fat burning, different carb burning, different metabolism, different digestive system. Oh, what? Yeah, yeah, it's great, right? It's great. So comforting to know all of this. So this is why women have so many questions, and this is why women struggle so much. They want to know what to do and when to do it to take advantage of the most fat burning that they can get to. So here are some tactics here that I wrote down. I do cover a lot of them in my book, The Female Fat Solution. This is on Amazon. You can pick it up. There's a ton of content in here. I also have a podcast, The Female Health Solution, which is on all the places you can listen to podcasts. All the things, right? I wrote stuff down ahead of time because it's taking me longer before I jump into the content. In case you haven't noticed, I put my thing back on. I'm not doing a very good job with keeping this on, but I dislocated my finger yesterday. So if you are now following me on Instagram, follow me on Instagram because I actually put a picture of my x-rays up there with the bone chip that I have in my finger. And the bone chip and stuff doesn't necessarily hurt as bad as my whole finger, which is, you can still see, like, see it's bruised right there. That is from, my whole finger right here was like sideways, like there. It was disgusting. Anyway, I tried to catch a football. I tried to catch it with this finger. Didn't work out. My finger totally dislocated and it was gross. Here's the story. In case you want to know, I went into a local urgent care center, like a small little shop, just because it was really close to the dome where we were playing. I was not feeling good. Like right away, I tried to like pull it and like relocate it, and I just couldn't. And then I started getting dizzy, and I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna throw up. I can't do it. So we went in there, and they were like, yeah, we can't help you here. So I basically wasted at least 45 minutes at this other place. Not good. And then they taped it to my pinky, which was not good because that was further in the dislocation. Went to TRIA, which is, if you're in the Twin Cities, that's a big orthopedic center here. And while I was in the waiting room, I couldn't take it anymore. I yanked it and I just relocated it myself. I got it back in the right place. For what I thought, at least it was lined up correctly. It was still fat and swollen, but it was lined up correctly. And I was like, I don't know. I still need an x-ray of it because it still might be broken. I don't know. But that is, I know, right? Like when I was telling the orthopedic doc this, he was like, what? I was like, yeah, I was sitting out there for a little bit and I couldn't take it because I'd been waiting over an hour at this point, you know? And I was like, just put it back, man. Like, come on. And I was like, finally, I was like, God. I don't do well, for sure. Anyway, so it was dislocated for over an hour before it got put back. hence some of the bruising and everything that you're gonna see. It'll be more pretty tomorrow. It's pretty bruised, right? That's all the tearing of the ligaments and stuff. Anyway, follow me on Instagram. I'll take more pictures of it and show you my fat, swollen finger and hand. So much fun. So the ortho, he said I put it back correctly, which is great. So it's lined up correctly. I just have a little bone chip. It's not a big deal. Bone chips, whatever. It's fine. Anyway, let's talk about burning fat, because my lifting game is going to change now because I can't close my hand or use my hand very well. So my focus is shifting a little bit for nutrition. So again, follow me in my Instagram stories because I'll be talking more about this there. In case you're curious, or how you can recover from injuries a little bit faster, I'll be talking about that stuff there. But when we talk about burning fat, specifically fat around your abdomen, the best place for women to start is honestly figuring out where your hormones are at and really tuning into that first. These are all the things that I take women through when I talk about nutrition for hormones and your cycle and everything else. I do have a membership group, which I'll put the link below again, where you can get access to that group for free for your first month. It's amazing info. There's a ton of content, meal guide, plug and play, all this stuff, super easy to follow. I've had a lot of women actually start this recently and notice even within the first couple of weeks, a lot of success, a lot of promising things happen. So it's a great group to join, especially if you're trying to figure out what's going to work for you. It's a great place to start. So we focus a lot on eating for the hormones, figuring out where you're at. That's going to get you the best jump start there. From then on, when we talk about protein pacing, that gives you enough energy and stamina in your system. You need to have a certain amount of muscle tissue to get to a fat burning zone. And that's where women oftentimes miss the boat completely. They're focused on calories. They're focused on restriction. They're focused on, I gotta, get on the treadmill more, blah, blah, blah. That's gonna burn more fat. No, it's not. Not if your body is depleted. So fuel it. If your body depletes, it stores fat. That's the opposite of what you want to have happen. So really getting to that point, and protein pacing is a great way to do that. I've done a couple of podcasts on this, so tons of info there. Carb cycling, that's really intricate in a different way, but this way, the intermittent fasting, and I talk about intermittent fasting for women specifically because it's so powerful in forcing your body to target the visceral fat, the fat that's around your abdomen. Otherwise, your body will not target it. Now, the female body is designed to store fat. I mean, that's why women have cellulite. Men don't have cellulite. Women have cellulite because literally the fascia, the tissue in our body is at a different pattern. It's like lawn chair like this to hold more fat. Men, it's like this. So it's all parallel. So men don't even have cellulite, right? Our bodies are literally created the way that they are to function in a certain way. So that's something to really take note of. And then so when we look at targeting that belly fat, you have to force your system to physiologically tap into those energy stores. Otherwise it won't. It's going to want to use other energy stores, and it will use muscle tissue for energy sooner than it will use fat tissue unless you make it. And that's a big secret that a lot of women don't know. So they're killing themselves at the gym. They're killing themselves trying to work out and eat clean and all these other things to burn fat. Yet what we're taught about burning fat is how the male body burns fat, not how the female body burns fat, because the female body doesn't burn fat in the same way, the same order, or at the same importance level. So if the female body needs energy, the quickest, fastest way for it to get energy is to go to muscle tissue. That sucks, especially if you're trying to build that muscle tissue. But if you have enough muscle mass in your system, you're able to get to and stay in a fat burning zone better. Now, when we talk about intermittent fasting, this is a big buzzword. A lot of people do this. There's different types of intermittent fasting. I talk about daily intermittent fasting, which is different for women than in men as well. So keep that in mind. And again, if you have questions, let me know. And if you want to jump into that free membership group, you can. You get the first month free, I should say. Tons of great content there. But this is key. And the one thing I like to talk to women about is targeting that belly fat through a 1-day intermittent fast. There's different types. There's other things that I take women through in my programs as well. But really to start this whole 1 day. So say you wake up at 6 a.m. and you start your intermittent fast day that day. You're going to want to have snacks, like 100 calories for each snack. These are snacks throughout the day. You need to have snacks for your blood sugar, for your digestive system to keep it moving. If your digestive system stops, your metabolism stops. That's how it happens for women. Again, intermittent fasting, men and women, very, very different. So if you're just drinking water, you're following a male model, and it's really effective for men, and it's very stressful for women. So keep that in mind, because I get a lot of questions on this. No, that's not fasting if you're having a snack. It is, because you're not kicking your body into full digestion. That's what our focus is here. You're not kicking your body into full digestion. You're still doing that limited caloric intake piece, and that allows you to tap into the benefits of doing fasting without having to completely restrict all food. Very, very dynamic, especially for the female body, because our bodies don't react well to zero food intake. It causes, our systems are not supposed to do that. Again, we're fat storing, we're baby making, designed beings. That didn't really make sense, but you know what I mean. So having these snacks does not kick you off of your fast, but it allows you to keep going, maintaining your blood sugars and everything else. But the magic thing that happens in that first 8 hours is your body burns any stored carbs in your system. You have carbs, stored in your body, tissues, muscle, all that other stuff, right? It's very, very, it's very important to get through that point. Once you get through that point, only after that point, does your body tap into the deep fat burning stores. And then you target that belly fat specifically. That is when your body targets that belly fat. You can't make it do that any other time other than going through this. It's not hard, right? I don't tell women to work out really heavy this day or anything like that. It's a very different process. But you force your body to tap into that belly fat at this point. And then you get some amazing and different results. Yes. My hormones are not working right and not burning fat at all. Ooh, Missy has a question. I'm not seeing a drastic change in my basal temp. Does this mean my hormones are not working right and not burning fat at all? That is an excellent question. You should have a change in your basal body temperature throughout the month. So yes, if you want, you can send me a message and we can kind of chat a little bit more about what you have going on. Yes, but there's a lot of women where things like this, where they're like, well, I'm doing all these things, or I'm trying to do all these things right. But if your body's not functioning correctly, you're not going to be able to get to the next level. And that's a really important piece for women to realize. Like, the reason I have nutrition guides for women and I put this content out for women and I have so much stuff out there for women to grab onto and apply right away is because we get thrown into this, drop 5 pounds or blah, 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 fat burn, blah, blah. And I'm like, but the female body just doesn't work like that. And if you try to do something, harsh with your system, it's actually going to backfire on you and it's going to be harder on your body. So then women are missing out on actually getting to the best result with the best health possible. That's my biggest goal. I want to give women all the information, education that they need to really get to the best health possible, and then your results come from there. Oftentimes I get women healthier, stronger, all these other things. And then you notice, oh my gosh, yes, I'm feeling better, I've got more energy, and now my pants are, getting really big on me. Yes, that's how that should happen. It's not, oh, I lost 10 pounds, but now I'm so exhausted and I have no energy. That sucks. And you're not gonna be able to keep that 10 pounds off because it's too stressful for your body to get there. So if you're not having a change in hormone, if something is messed up here, your body's not gonna allow you to get to the correct healthy weight that you wanna get to. It's just too stressful, it's too much, and it won't let it happen. So you're trying to force your body then to do something that it's not ready to do. So that's where I talk about, number 1, eating for your hormones. Get that down. Get eating for your hormones down so your body's functioning like it should. Yes. Yeah, Missy's saying, yeah, I don't have a ton of energy. Yep. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. If your body's not functioning well, you're trying to kill yourself at the gym, or you're trying to kill yourself with, I'm not going to have these carbs, or I'm not going to have this or that. Yet your body's dying for it. It's needing more fuel because it's not functioning correctly. So that's the biggest piece here. Eating for your hormones changes so much for so many women. And then going through the right intermittent fasting for women, targeting that belly fat and everything else. Now I will say this, I put this first for a reason. I focus on this for a lot of women first because this is the baseline of things to focus on. You can try intermittent fasting, you can jump into all sorts of different things, but if you don't have a lot of these underlying hormone issues, under control, you are not going to get the optimal result from doing this. So for those of you like, oh my God, I want to burn belly fat, I'm going to do this tomorrow. Awesome. And I'm super excited for your initiative that you're taking, that you want to take action on it. But if you're not doing these things first, it's not going to give you the right result. You're not going to feel good going through it. You're not going to have, as powerful of a result, and you're not going to be able to sustain it. So keep that in mind. Yes, there's these tactics here, but the biggest thing that I like to educate women on, and again, and we go through this in the group. So that's why I'm giving away this first month free. So you get a chance to implement this. You get a chance to go through this yourself, experience this difference for free, to have that change and to notice, oh my gosh, I'm sleeping better, I've got more energy, I'm noticing this is different, all these other things are kind of falling into place, so that when you throw in another tactic like this for your metabolism, for your fat cells, holy cow, is it powerful. Holy cow, does it work on a whole different level. I work with a lot of women that have done intermittent fasting. A lot of women that are like, yeah, I like it, or yeah, it's worked for me. And then they get into one of my programs and then I tailor it and tweak it for them. And I specify when to do it during their cycles. And then they're like, oh my God, this is totally different. Oh my God, I've never had it be like this before. And I'm like, I know. Yeah. Because now we're working with your body, because now we're working with your hormones, and your body's functioning a heck of a lot better than it was before. So that's just really exciting. I went off on a little tangent there, sorry, but I get excited about it because it does provide women with this amazing different result, and it's incredible. So that's the thing, going through this intermittent fasting specifically for women, really getting you that proper result. But again, keep in mind, I do recommend going through some other baseline work first. And then it's a whole different ball game, and it's getting you results that you're going to keep. You're not going to be doing anything crazy. I mean, we've all done that, right? How many of you have done diets before just to go through this diet for 2 weeks or something to feel like crap and then to fall off of it? Or the diet ends, oh, it's a 21-day cleanse. Great. Okay. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. It's just not anything that's going to get you a sustainable result that's going to provide you with anything for the future, right? It's really working with your body over a period of time gets you results that last. So if you want to jumpstart, and take advantage of the free first month, I'll put that link below this video. Click that link, or you can follow, go back through one of my other posts that I've posted if you're impatient. If you're watching this and you're like, I don't want to wait till the end of the video, go right now, click it, join it. There's a code. It's thanks, THANKS in all capitals. You can get your whole first month free with that code. And start experiencing the difference, start experiencing the change, because it will provide you with an incredible result. So that's what I got for you guys tonight. Please let me know if you have any other questions. Please reach out to me. I get messages from women literally all over the world every day, because this is something that so many women struggle with, and it is my mission to educate women on better information on how your bodies work and how you can use your nutrition in alignment with your system to get to your healthiest self. All right, I will see you guys later. Everybody have a great night.